So this morning I had quite the package delivered and I am super excited to finally check it in the evening because I was a little busy with the session, but now I got time to finally unpack my new speakers. This April I am hosting a writing camp in Ibiza together with Recode Records and the Mind community. We are having a producer-only house music camp, so it's going to be really cool, perfect Ibiza vibes. But there was one problem. We are based in the Netherlands and we need to go to Ibiza. We have a big villa, but still we need to have studios there as well. And one big problem about the travel is the speakers. And therefore I reached out to Adam Audio to ask them about their new speaker range, which is perfect travel size. And luckily, they wanted to partner with us. So that's why we now have a set of the D3Vs in every studio in Ibiza. I just got them this morning, so let's unpack them. Look how freaking small this is. These are 2 speakers, and I think they're gonna sound so good. Let's open them up. I got them right here. The Adam Audio D3V. It's a little hard for me to pronounce, but I got it. I am so curious. They look so small, which is perfect for traveling. And I am planning to travel a lot with a lot of camps, and yeah, maybe perhaps I will bring my own set of speakers to camps now. Because you never know what kind of speakers they have. It truly depends on the camp. Each camp is very different. Look at that. That's amazing. 2 speakers in here. All kinds of cables. We're gonna look at those a little later. But first, the speakers themselves. Look at that. They're as big as my head. I could literally fit those in my backpack. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and the good thing is, they even work without an interface, an audio interface. They work on USB 3, so you could literally bring this to any place with just your backpack. I mean, laptop and a backpack and you're set to go. Oh, they look amazing. But let's see how they sound. They even have small little stands. Look at those. Like, you can just slide them on. There you go. They angle up. Alright, so this is of course a temporary setup, but yeah, I want to try them of course, and I want to listen to them. So let's see if they work with just the USB. I do see the Mac is recognizing the speakers. So I'm just gonna play some music and let's see. Always read the manual because I was like trying to make it work and then I was like, why isn't this working? But I just needed to switch from the default jack input settings to the USB settings by pressing twice. So now that we have that fixed, let's have a listen. So, as you could see, my first reaction was to place them a bit further back because they have quite a lot of power, actually. Okay, let's listen to some music I know really well. To be sitting here, you're kind of cute, but it's raining hard. Holy moly, I'm actually very surprised. Damn, they sound so spacious. It's almost like wearing headphones, but not with the headphone feel to it. I don't know, it's weird, it's crazy to describe, and actually they have so much more low end than I expected. It's not like the deep low end, which makes sense, because that is physically impossible to do, but still the low end seems like this is perfect to produce on. I think, but I'm not sure yet, but I think it's also very good to have like this as a set of reference speakers when mixing. That I'm not sure of yet, but I think this is like absolutely perfect for a riding camp. This is amazing. I also really wonder what they sound like with the different settings, because they have a few settings on the back, and I am gonna try those. All right, so they are standing, wall, corner, none, small, large. Yeah, it seems to be the good setting already. Perhaps it is like this, even better, but let's see. So I think what I hear most with the position knob is that the low end gets bigger if it's on standing, and the low end gets less when it's on a corner, which kind of makes sense as well, because if it's placed in the corner, there's already like bass frequencies stacking, so you don't need as much. I think I prefer them in the middle, but it depends on where I'm going to put them on my desk. Let's listen to the different desk settings. Not exactly sure what this does. I think it's in the low mids, and I prefer the large desk setting for me. To be honest, I think with the large desk it might be even sounding better if it's a bit further behind, because right now they are in a position where it's considered, I think, a small desk. But I think I prefer the large desk setting. And last but not least, the room switches. So it's treated, moderate, or untreated. Let's see how that sounds. I am pretty sure that is like the top end, which gets brighter if it's treated, and if it's untreated, it gets duller, darker in the highs. Well, I have a treated room, so I'm definitely going to put them on a treated room. They also sound a bit more crispy that way, but it is very nice to be able to tame a little bit, probably in Ibiza, because it is not, those studios are not treated. It's basically bedrooms in a villa. So having a little bit of flexibility in that sense is, I think, really nice to have. So yeah, my first impression is that it's actually really, really good. I actually wasn't expecting that this well. So I think, yeah, I'm just super happy that we got these speakers. So it's been a month since I've got my new speakers, and I've tested them a lot this month, of course. And yeah, I'm still very happy with them. Let me show you my setup. They're currently on the sides of my main speakers. So there's one thing I notice is when I'm in my position, they are quite far on the outside. And I think that's okay, but what I notice is that is not the best position to have them in. So what I really notice is, yeah, I don't have any space closer to the center of my desk. Everything is filled up with my main speakers, and I have the mix cubes above my main speakers angling down. I just don't think there's a better position for my D3Vs currently. So they're quite on the outside, and that makes the mids, like the center, a little, the phantom center is a little, I don't know, it's not that good, because they're, yeah, basically spread out way too much. So I would definitely recommend to place them closer to each other. Do not put them on the sides too much, because then they don't sound as good as they can be. But for me, I would say that's fine. If I listen to them, I just move back in my chair a bit, listen to them from a more equal angle. So we have the 90-degree roll in speakers. So that works really well for me. I'm listening to my main monitors anyways, mainly. And I still think they sound great for like smaller setups. So Ibiza's coming up like in another month. Like
I'm also traveling to other places, and I'm probably bringing them as well. And I think they will shine mainly in those setups. So that's my final verdict. I really like them. For my speakers here, I had to buy a longer cable because they're so far away. I had to buy a cable for like 3 meters instead of the default 2, which is fine for now. Again, in this setup, I won't use them as much as my main speakers. And yeah, for the smaller setups, I will bring the 2 meter cable instead of the 3. I think that works fine. And yeah, if you guys have any questions left about these speakers, just leave them in the comments and I will answer them.